Business owners seemed these huge guys, oh my god, like they're big bosses. And I was very scared to speak to these kind of people because at first they look like they're some kind of god. I'm still young, I'm 21. Back when I was 13, Fortnite was around, so my first paycheck went into some V-Bucks. People at school used to know me the Fortnite god. I was 17 years old when I started the marketing company. She went inside, she was like, no, this is not a job I like. And she just, from the day I started to make money, I helped my family out, paying bills, paying for the food. Going outside and having a coffee for myself is luxury, because before I couldn't do so. I think life just consists of experiences. The more experience you have, the more knowledge, the better you can be in life.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 8th episode of the Peter Street podcast. My name is Ingrid Souza, and I am here today with Tristan.
Hi.
And we have a very special guest. He is Maltese, 21 years old, was born in Samples Bay. Aidan Felice, welcome.
Hello, thank you Ingrid, and thank you Tristan for having me today.
Happy to have you here today with us.
Welcome, Aidan. Can you tell us a little bit more about yourself so they can get to know you better?
So basically my name is Aidan. My surname is Felice. In Italian it means happy. It means happy. I am 21 years old and I'm an entrepreneur. I have a business and I also work in real estate. And I also work on other various projects.
So very nice. 21 years old, business owner, real estate agent, and something in the pipe.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always working on other projects. I'm always trying to create some other businesses that I can do, side hustles, always seeing where I can make an extra buck.
Aidan, you are too young for a person who has such a business mind, you know. How this started? What happened with Aidan when he was like 13, 12, when it started actually?
So I have always wished to be a business owner.
Oh.
Ever since I was young, I think I always told my parents and my brother that I want to be a businessman whenever I grew up. I've been working several jobs since I was 13. I mean, I think I have had over 10 different jobs because I always switch because I can't stay in one place. But from all my experiences, I learned a lot, and that's what pushed me to become a businessman and make my own cleaning business today and join real estate and other various things that I have done in the past.
You had many jobs then. What was the first job that, like, how old were you?
My first job is a funny story. I was a waiter, where my father used to be a chef in, and I was actually 13 years old.
Oh.
I was very young, and to this day, it was the most stressful job I have ever had. It put a lot of stress on yourself because if you make a mistake, you
You
look
have
bad
to
in
be
front of
quick.
everyone. You have to be quick. If a table gets emptied, you have to go clean it instantly. Otherwise, you're gonna get shouted by the manager. And this is the point in my life where I was like, I need a business. I cannot listen to anyone telling me what to do.
So since 13 then.
Yes, since before, but yes, since
Yeah.
13 was my first proper job.
At 13, when you received the first payslip in cash, as you were starting, you start to
My
say,
first
okay, I
payslip,
need
and
to-
yeah, I mean, so I'm still young. I'm 21. Back when I was 13, Fortnite was around, So my first paycheck went into some V-Bucks.
Fair enough.
But yes, from the day I started to make money, I helped my family out, paying bills, paying for the food, even some for my Wi-Fi so I can play games. And overall, even for myself, when I go out with my friends, I can have some fun.
Yeah. And after it come to your mind to open a proper business, and you went to the cleaning service.
Yes, I mean, I started properly with drop shipping. I was
Ah, yeah.
always looking at other influencers talking about several business models. And first I started with drop shipping. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. It's a website where you put products from from like AliExpress or Alibaba, and then you just sell from the website, from your own website to them. They choose the product, you ship it from Alibaba to them.
So it's
That's
with
the
the
dropshipping
higher price on
model.
that.
Yeah, exactly. You have some profit margin. You advertise it on Facebook,
Yeah.
TikTok, organically, Facebook, anything you want.
And when you actually started having some profit with it?
So from drop shipping, I did make some money, but as everyone knows, it's a very saturated business. So there's a lot of competition in drop shipping. Everyone is trying to do the same thing. Every young entrepreneur wants to try to do something, but it's a good starting point because it shows you the reality of the world, that not everything is as easy as it seems online. So you have to be unique about what you do and what you provide. A business is mainly solving a problem for another person. So also your products have to solve a problem if you want to go to the dropshipping way. But then I decided to start a marketing company.
Yeah.
As at the time it was very uh, told upon, everyone was talking about it, and I was like, this is a good opportunity to create something and get myself out there. And marketing company actually gave me the most experience out of all, because I built my own website. I had to contact business owners, where back then business owners seemed these huge guys, oh my god, like they're big bosses. And I was very scared to speak to these kind of people, because at first they look like they're some kind of god, you know? You're scared.
And
So
you
I
were
said,
younger than now.
yeah, exactly. I was 17 years old
Yeah,
when I started
makes sense.
the marketing company. Sorry, I was 18. And I was calling business owners. Hello, my name is Aidan. I have the software that I can offer you. I can get you 20 clients from Facebook, etc. But like, and then I used to do meetings, and this is what made me so openly speaking. I can speak without any problems, and I'm very outgoing, because these experiences where they put me in a lot of stressful moments, where my heart was beating like crazy. I'm not joking. The first time I went in a meeting, I felt my heart going out of my chest. I was like, oh my god, I'm actually doing this right now.
You were only 18 when with this.
But that's why now I have a successful business, I would say. I mean, I have always had profits, and
You learned.
and I learned a lot. I mean, I go along with people. I have my own cleaning team. I have up to 15 employees now, and I have a lot of properties that I manage. So, yeah, I got here with my past experiences.
And so you went from all of this to the cleaning stuff. Like
So
you had a plan, or it come like this, like the dropshipping.
So
and the
yeah, I
marketing?
can tell you. So after the marketing business, I realized that there was a lot of competition as well.
Yeah.
So I did have some success, but I realized that it wasn't very sustainable. So sustaining a client was super hard, because they can learn what you're doing, and then they realize they can do it themselves. So basically, what you're there just to teach them, and then they do it
Yeah, so
themselves,
there you
because
go.
it's cheaper for them.
Mm-hmm.
Then one night I was with my brother and a friend of ours. She's a mom and she's a cleaner. And my family from my mom's side, most of them are cleaners. And she was speaking to me how stressful her job is, that she always has to clean, she has to find clients. And I was like, hey, why don't you build your own team? I asked her to build her own team. I gave her some ideas. And the same night, I was like, hey man, why don't I just do this myself? I just literally gave her a whole business plan, and just I can implement this myself. I have the knowledge to speak to people, how to advertise, how to market the business. I found some pain points on the market where most cleaning businesses don't advertise very well. They don't know how to get their name out there
And you learned all
properly.
of this from dropshipping and marketing.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
so-
no, it's that's how I learned
Yeah.
everything. And I started making a plan from that day, and like a few days later, I was literally sleeping and thinking, because this is how I'm very like creative when I'm sleeping. I came up with the name of my business, which is Housewives with a Z in the end. Um, uh, some people might say it's very hypocritical, but I think it's unique and it stands out there. And when people see it, they're like, "Oh, what is this?" You know, it's something unique, not like other businesses.
Housewives with the Z in the end, but why is that?
I just didn't want it to be boring and simple.
Okay.
The normal word,
The
housewives.
Aidan touch.
Yeah.
I made a unique touch that can, how do you say, how it can like, that it's me.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You know.
Yeah.
That's fair. And how long from the marketing company until the cleaning company? How many years we are talking
So
about?
it was 1 year.
Oh.
I mean, I spent a lot of time. I spent, I think, almost a whole summer at home. I didn't go out. All I was doing was literally studying. I was watching videos, teaching myself, teaching how to talk to people. And then from then I started the marketing company, and then I continued to this one. So in between, maybe a year and a half.
And was it easy for you, or it was harder than you
Okay,
imagined?
so I could say it was easy and hard. I mean, because of my past experience, it was easier to start. If I was to start with the cleaning business at first, it would have been way harder, because I would have had no previous knowledge, experience. But because I knew what I had to do and everything, it was quite easy for the marketing to find clients. But the harder part was to find reliable cleaners because I
Mm.
didn't know how to do so because I had never had previous knowledge about how to find cleaners. So I had to rely on my family or some friends that I had as cleaners at first. And another challenge was cleaning. I had no idea about cleaning. I never cleaned a place in my
You
life.
just have the plan, but
You know, I just had the plan, I just had everything. But when I had to go to viewings to check with the owner and pitch my
yeah, what you are going to do.
what I'm going to do exactly, it was very hard because at first I had no idea what to say
Yeah.
and what to do. I had no idea about Airbnb.
Don't worry, the place will be clean at the end.
Yeah. So basically, I just literally spoke. I spoke.
As a businessman. Like,
Yeah, I faked it.
come,
I faked it till I
yeah.
made it. You know, I said fake stuff, but then I kept up my promise, and it turned out good in the end. So that's what I did at first. It wasn't hard, but it wasn't easy at the same
And
time.
stressful.
The stressful part was in summer.
So,
Yes. Yeah.
do you remember maybe the first client you had
Yes.
with your cleaning company?
My first client. So my first client was actually a client from Floriana.
Okay.
Her name is Audrey. I did say to her that I did the business 2 to 3 months prior. I started in business before, so I did lie to her. But I did not want to seem like a new guy and maybe
Yeah, sure.
ruin her business because I'm just starting out. Maybe
So
because
Adrian, if you're looking at us now,
I'm sorry, Audrey, but you're still happy. You still. But yeah, we started. Everything went well. She was super happy with our services. It was funny because my first clean, I was abroad in Poland at that time, so I had to trust my family to do the clean and everything. But everything turned out well, and to this day, she's still my client. 8 months
Well,
after.
my next question. This one was your first client, and after you spoke to me about the stressful season in the summer. Why? Because
Let me tell you. So I started my business in late April, or like let's say
Yeah.
mid-April. For the first month or two, it was quite slow. I was still building up my clientele. I was still building up a good team, good cleaners to have, and
you had time to make the thing well.
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, the first 1 2 months were more learning,
Yeah, makes
building
sense.
up my database, finding clients, and learning the
Yeah.
business. From June is where the work started to get more serious, I would say. I started having multiple bookings a day, every day, where it was a new start for me because the previous months I was having maybe 4 to 3 cleans a week, which is not a lot, it's quite small, but now I'm having up to 4 or 5 cleans a day.
Okay.
But in summer it was very crazy. June I started with having 2 to 3 cleans a day, which was already a big improvement for me. So I had to evolve, I had to adapt, so I had to get more cleaners that are usually full-time. I had to keep up with everything, make sure that all my database is updated and everything. So I was working basically full time. I was working every day, having to go check on work, having to go check that the place was cleaned properly and everything. So
Yeah.
at first I was still learning, so I had to check and all because this is what I promised my clients
Yeah.
that I
oh,
would
this
check.
is nice. So you always check all
Yeah,
the cleaning
I
that you do.
always check after we clean. If I don't check, my supervisor will, and we always make a check after to make sure everything is well. Our procedure is quite simple. We take a video at the end of each clean, so opening everywhere. So there's insurance for me, my cleaner, and also the owner. That if there was any problems, the guest complained about something, we have proof on video.
I would ask you that, like, how is your process in the cleaning? So you do the video,
So
you send
I
to
mean,
the owner.
so at first, what we do once upon entry, we just take photos of the property. We work with Airbnb mostly, so this is what I'm saying. We take photos of how the previous guest left the place. We take photos if there's any damages as well, so the owner can claim in the first 24 hours. And then when the clean is finished, we take a full video opening all appliances, all wardrobes, all drawers, toilet, kitchen, fridge, etc. To show on video that everywhere is clean. That's basically the procedure. It's quite simple but effective.
It was kind of fast for you to learn since you started in April, and in June you already had like
Yes.
a full schedule. You have any funny story to tell us?
I mean, I do have funny stories. I mean, regarding cleaners, I had some crazy stories with cleaners. I mean, I have met several types of people. And I mean, a funny story I could say is once I had this cleaner, she was starting, but I never sent the cleaner alone at first. For their first cleaner, I always send my supervisor or a trusted cleaner. I never trust them alone because
Same in real estate. We go for the
Yeah,
for the first
exactly.
for the first viewing. You will have
Exactly,
someone with you.
exactly, because I have trust issues as
Yeah.
well. And this cleaner, she told me she's going, and she went,
She
and
just slept in the place.
well, not that crazy, not that funny, but she went inside. She was like, "No, no, this is not a job I like," and she just left. And my supervisor messaged me, "Hey, listen, this woman is crazy. She just come in. She like, I don't like this work," and she leave.
What?
I'm like, I'm at work at that moment. I'm like, what the fuck? I did not expect something like this. I mean, that's all. It's quite a short story. I don't have many.
How did you
funny
manage
stories.
this one then?
I mean, I just left my supervisor clean.
She was there already.
Yeah, I mean, that is why I always send another cleaner
Yeah,
with a
yeah.
new one,
Uh-huh.
because I can't trust. I have my heart doesn't allow me to. Otherwise, I cannot relax and just let them work at peace. I have to always message, "Are you okay? What are you doing?" And it's not worth for my brain. I don't
Yeah,
know.
okay. And Aidan, I would like to know two things. First, when you enter into the real estate market, and how you could connect, like you were working only with Airbnb in the beginning,
So,
and then you went
yeah.
to long let. Like,
Yes.
how was it?
So first I started Airbnb. Actually, my business was literally around Airbnb. I even named my business Housewives Cleaning Service for Airbnb, but now I removed that. And now I'm doing general cleaning. I'm focused still on Airbnb, but I also do office cleaning, which I'm looking for more, because for me office I can give my cleaners more hours. And I also do residential, and maybe post construction. It depends, but mostly Airbnb I focus on. What was your other question, sorry?
How we connect the long let? Because now you are in the real estate market.
Okay, so how I joined real estate, you mean?
Yeah.
So basically, one of my clients is Ayub. He's our team leader. He's an amazing guy. So he called me one day. He's like, "Hey, bro, I need a cleaner ASAP because my cleaner literally left the property and I need it now. Please go buy me sheets, go buy me pillow covers and everything." I'm like, whoa, okay, I can do all of this, no problem. It was a Sunday, if I remember correctly, so all the shops are closed. So for me to find the shop open was like, oh my God. And he's like, "Don't worry, I will pay you. Just please come help me and do it." Because
The
right
way
now,
I
really
does,
do.
I know.
because right now he's abroad. He was
Exactly.
abroad, and everything was crazy for him.
Yeah.
And I was like, "No problem, bro. I will take care of it and everything." And by the end of the day, we took care. Then he was like, "Let's meet for a coffee and whatnot." And we met. He gave me some advice. He told me, "Listen, I will need your services for the future and stuff." And I was like, "Whenever you need me, I'm here. You know, you will always have my full cooperation." To this
You
day,
need to have your job, so obviously you
yeah,
will
exactly,
be here.
exactly. To this day, he's still my client, but also my team leader.
Good story.
So then how long ago? Like a month ago, a month ago, yeah, something like this. He came to me. He's like, "Hey, bro, I think you have really good sales skill. You know how to speak. You know how to get along with people. Do you want to join my team to do letting?" And at that moment, I was saying what I could do more,
Yeah.
because even though I was super busy with my business, I'm the type of person that wants more work. I want to learn more. I want to experience
something
more.
more.
Yeah, exactly. I think life just consists of experiences. The more experience you have, the more knowledge, the better you can be in life. So I took this as an experience, as an experience, and also a way to improve my life and improve my networking opportunities and everything. So I took the job. For me, it's a win-win because real estate is cleaning basically. So I can put
Most
them
of them
both.
are linked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can interpret them together. And whenever I go on a viewing for real estate and I
can
do a
sell
deal,
Mhm.
I can also sell my business. I tell the owner at the end of each viewing, "Hey, listen, if you ever require a clean, I also have a business," and I give her my business card. And like
Yeah,
this, I can
amazing.
expand my clientele while also having a job for quick lets, for renting with quick lets. Sorry. Yeah, that's it basically.
I remember when I was like seated in the office and you said, "Hey, take my business card," and you left, and I was like, Okay.
I got it.
It was simple like that you did a networking, and you can connect now once you do a deal.
Yes.
The owners and the clients, right?
Exactly. Yes, I
If
tell
you're
everyone.
viewings, it's 2 deals for you. That's nice.
Exactly.
You fucked up one and have
I
the,
mean-
and have the other one.
And
That's why
our
I
deals as
accepted,
well,
yeah.
because it was like, if your clients need it,
Exactly.
this might be housewives.
Housewives. Yes, I'm also helping my team in Quicklets. So if they ever have a viewing, I can help them sending a cleaner with a cheap price. So I can help our branch manager improve his business and maybe hit the number one market. I mean, in Quicklets, hopefully,
That's the goal.
and I can be a part of it.
What did like push you to have this mindset, to this entrepreneur mindset? Because like from 13 to now, it's like only 8 years. You
Yes.
have now two thing, one more project. That means you are like
Okay, so this is going to get a bit personal now. So I have a brother, and I
Yeah.
also have my parents, like everyone does. But my parents passed away when I was 14 and 16. And then me and my brother were on our own after 16 years old. And I always wanted to provide my brother a good life, something luxurious that he always deserved.
Yeah.
Because he's always been there for me. Whenever I had hard times, he always helps me. He never saw for himself. So I work really hard to give him a good life. And also myself.
Yeah, for sure.
Also myself. And ever since my parents passed away, I have always been studying and checking what I can do. And that was what motivated me to this
Yeah,
day.
and you keep step by step. You see that every time you are successful, so
Exactly.
it pushes you to the next step.
I mean,
so-
I didn't really have an easy life. When I was
Yeah.
younger, I was eating bread for a living, literally. So now that I can go outside, I can have a coffee whenever I want. Even these are little things for the average people, but I notice
but-
them. I notice them. I can go to parties. I can go to a restaurant whenever I
Take a
want.
weekend. That's-
But I have like all this luxury, which I see for myself is luxury. Not everyone
Yeah.
sees this as luxury that you can go outside and have a coffee. But going outside and having a coffee for myself is luxury because before I couldn't do so.
Yeah.
And now I don't see it as an expense. I don't see it as like minus in my pocket. I see it just as an experience. I can enjoy having a coffee and having some work.
But now you need more.
Yeah, but now I need to be on a yacht now.
So there it is. That's the point.
No, I still have a lot of motivation to do better. I have other
Yeah.
business ideas coming up. Maybe when I have a bigger business, we can do the podcast again.
You will be back.
Yeah. We can do another podcast with my new business idea that we're working on, me and my other two business partners, but I cannot speak it on it now because it will reveal the
Keep
big
it-
ideas.
keep it for you.
Yes, it's
Yeah. Okay, and talking about the government, since you said that you started so young, do you have any help from government or any support?
So
like, from
the government does help young entrepreneurs, young startups, actually not young entrepreneurs, but only in specific areas. So mostly tech companies and maybe some product companies that are creating a new product. They can help with the funding for a startup. But in my case, not really. I never had help. It was all by myself. I actually started the business with €0. I was broke, and I was like, listen, I need to do something. I sent my first cleaner to a property with nothing, and the owner provided everything. With the money I made,
You
I
can-
invested. That's it.
You can never be more proud of you like this.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I
Amazing.
did.
So you started with zero money,
Yeah, I started with zero money.
just a passion inside of you to make your life work for
Yeah.
you and your brother.
Yes.
And now it's you and him
Yes.
for
I mean,
everything.
I should mention an important part where if you were an individual, you didn't have a brother, and you were to do this, you would need to do a part-time job. You need to have to work and save up and have a capital. In my case, I got lucky because my brother was like, hey, listen, I will work full-time. You study, you gain experience, you gain knowledge, and you can invest in
Amazing.
business. So this is how we were. We were like two brothers working with each other. He used to pay for
In the
everything.
same way.
He used to
Yeah.
buy me clothes. He used to buy me food. Everything from his side. I was making nothing, but I was gaining knowledge. And now it's opposite. Now I provide
Yeah.
more for him, and now I buy him everything. I buy him presents and everything, but because he provided
Yeah,
it
thanks
first.
to him, you are here. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it worked out in the end because I was the one that studied and everything, and now I would say I succeeded. I still have a long way to go. I mean, I don't think I will succeed till I'm a millionaire. So
next steps. Next steps.
Yes.
So it was him for you, and now it's you for him, and you two
Exactly.
together.
But now we're together. Now we took another step in life. Now he quit his job and he came working with me fully. He's working in real estate as well, and he's also joined me in my business. So now we're working together. We're gonna be also working on other various projects together. So it's a new step for us, and we're getting our own property in a month.
Partner
That's
in life and
amazing.
in business. This is how
Me and my brother
beautiful.
will always be together.
That's
He's like my
beautiful.
girlfriend.
yeah. Okay. And Aidan, since you started from zero, what do you think that should be a good advice? Because you have Aidan, since you started from zero, what would be like your advice to a person who is thinking that he cannot start because he has no money, or what would you tell this person?
So,
now?
when I first started, when I first looked into businesses and everything, you think that you need a lot of money to start a business. And this is everyone's first perspective, you know, when they go into the business world. Oh, I need money because I need to buy an office. I need to have all this equipment. I need to have all the computers. And you start seeing a lot of things in life. But this is not the case, you know. Every big business in this world started from a garage or literally nothing on a piece of computer, you know. I started with literally with €0, and I have made it this far so far. But my advice to people is not to give up, not to give up. Giving up is the number one factor of all failed businesses, because giving up is when you feel too much stress or you see that it's failing and whatnot. So don't give up. Invest your time in learning. Go out of your comfort zone. Your comfort zone is a killer. You know, you don't need to be in a comfort zone. You have to go outside, talk to people, stick your face out there, put your face in the camera. Don't be scared to talk.
Be confident.
Be confident. You need to learn confidence. Before, I didn't know how to speak. I was always like getting stuck in my words and whatnot.
Editing.
Yeah, exactly. But
All of
from my
those.
experience, from going to meetings with businessmen and just for the first time and feeling my heart coming out of my chest, it's no longer, because I've experienced it and I realized that it's not something out of the ordinary to talk to any person. Everyone has blood and everyone is a normal person. I mean, I could say more motivating stuff, but I think that's enough.
So you started like too young to become an adult, like for you and your brother. What do you do for fun, and what time do you do that? Since you are a
Now you
business
say you
person.
have a bit of time.
Yeah, a bit of time.
So I was always an athletic person. I mean, since I was young, I have always liked to play football in school and do all sorts of gym stuff. I was very into gymnastics when I was young. I mean, when I was really young, I'm talking like 10.
Because
When I was
still
young.
young.
Then I moved into football. I played as a striker and also as a keeper. But I didn't enjoy football that much because it was very stressful and I hated everyone when I got scored on. And when they shouted with me the team once, I just stormed off the fucking pitch. Then I went into like a gaming stage where I was playing games all my like summer after school and whatnot. So I got a bit fat. At 12, 13, I was a bit chubby. And then my father once, he was like, hey man, you're getting fat. And my father was like this jacked dude, you know, with 8-pack and whatnot. So I was always like, oh my God, I was always
he's right.
intimidated. Yeah, exactly. And then he pushed me to go to the gym. And since I was 13 years old, I have always been going to the gym till today. Now I cut down a bit because I'm very busy with my business, but if they could put a picture up on the podcast, on the video, I was jacked.
Once I was.
I was training a lot. I was training 5-6 days a week. It was my life, basically. I used to go to the gym, then I feel accomplished for my whole day, and then just go play. or go to parties. But I noticed that wasn't enough in my life, and that's when I started working on my life and making businesses and
And now your
whatnot.
company are Eurobiz.
Yeah, exactly. But after gym, I also joined a boxing club.
Okay.
I trained boxing for 1 year as well. I was fighting and all, and it was super fun. I took all my anger out. I mean, it goes along with my personality. I like to fight.
You have much energy you
Yeah,
need to
I have
put it
I have
somewhere.
energy in business. I have energy in fighting and everything. So it goes along because
But
business
that's
is war.
awesome. It's real nice to work with people like that,
Of course,
have
of
energy
course.
for the whole office.
Exactly.
If somebody is down, you are
Exactly.
there and everybody gets fine again. So that's
Exactly.
nice.
Yes. I mean, that's basically my hobbies. Other than that, I used to like to play games a lot, but not anymore.
Your first wage was in games, right? Not
Sorry?
in sport. Your first wage
Yeah.
was in games, not
Yes.
in
Yeah.
sport.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
so there was a
Exactly.
time there
Yes.
that you were more at home.
I mean, I was always a pro at games. I mean, people at school used to know me the Fortnite god. No,
Now
literally.
they know you as the cleaning girl.
The house husband.
Yeah, but when I was at school, people used to literally call me and be like, "Listen, hey guys, we have a tournament. Come join us. We have to win. There's money opportunity." I also won
Always
money.
with money.
Yeah, I mean, I won money in games and Fortnite tournaments and everything because I was really good and everyone wanted to play with me. If you go on my old Facebook, you can see literally clips of my face of my Fortnite.
You learn how to be confident and you really put in yourself,
Of course.
I'm really good. That's good.
And now you pass from the money on Fortnite and the money on marketing. Now you're making money on cleaning.
Exactly.
If there is some owner maybe behind the screen, what would you have to say to them? The one who are not your client yet.
So, why you should choose me is because I'm a very, very hardworking person. If you join me and become a client of mine, you will always have peace of mind and reliability. That if anything ever happens, I will always be there to help. Even if you cannot do something, I can also go out of my way with like no extra charge because I just want to make sure that our relationship is strong and not just from money and from just business. I want to build a good relationship
Yeah.
with everyone that is part of my clientele as friends and as business partners. I will always provide excellent service as far as I go along, as far as I'm alive, for my
The job will be
clients.
done well.
Well, I would say a difference from me and other big companies why they should choose me is because I am always on the phone. You can talk to me directly. You're not gonna talk to a representative.
Yeah.
So any personal queries you want or something that's
You take care
you
of
want for yourself,
everything.
I can help and make sure it happens.
Good. So now that people know why to choose you, how can they find you on social medias?
So you can find me on Facebook, you can find me on Instagram, and you can find me on my own website as well. My Facebook is Housewives, Housewives with Wivez. Important the Z in the end. Otherwise, you can't find me. My website is www.housewives.com. And you'll find all my services available over there. You can submit you can submit your property there, and you can get your cleaning started today.
Great.
Thank you, Aidan.
You will have the link below in the description.
Exactly. And regarding the website, we have a special surprise for you. You can find us now at www.thepurestreet.com. You can find our podcast, our team, our services, and hot properties to rent and to sell from Quicklets. And talking about Quicklets, we have news as well. Tristan.
Yeah, I will take the attention in a minute as well. I'm really proud of it and happy to announce that we are working a lot on high-end properties with Quicklet, and something is coming soon where we can find like high-end services, prime services, as it's already done with Enzium. We are going to do the same with Quicklets, and you can find me on that team, and I will be really happy to help you on it.
Don't forget to look at us as well on Instagram at The Pure Street, on Facebook, on YouTube, and now on our website. Thank you, Tristan.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Aidan.
Thank
I'm
you,
super
you're so
happy
welcome.
to have you
Thanks
here.
for having me.
Pleasure.
See you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.